Alright, let's start a second intro here. So, last time we just did a bunch of the Hexarai Witch's Homework stuff, so that means next up is... where is it? There we go. Draco Ribita chapter. So, let's get this out of the way. So, for those who are just joining us, this is a weird 5-day quest. We're going to start it on stream, but for the remainder of these, we're going to be doing them off stream, because unfortunately, it's set to a weird 5-day thingy, and unfortunately, I can't do it all in one sitting. If I could, I would, but unfortunately, I can't. So, for the time being, let's just start this and get it out of the way, and then I will finish the rest of this off stream. If you want to see this content like this live, or know when I'm doing content like this live, the best way to do that would be to join the Discord, and that's where I keep people informed. So a bit of a shorter intro, since we're technically just in the middle of a stream that I was doing for other stuff. But if you're watching this on YouTube, I probably would have already done this. And for posterity's sake, I will say that it is January 4th. I hope everyone had a happy New Year's. And happy holidays. Since the last time we would have streamed Genshin before today was... Was it New Year's? No, it was the 20th. I think we streamed on the 20th of December. Or was it New Year's Day? When did I string the winter event? I've already forgotten. Either way, it's uploaded on YouTube. You can go watch that if you want. Anyhow, long intro over. Let's get into this. The magic known as storytelling. A mother's last wish. Head to Star Sand Shoal.
Oh, travel.
Whoops.
Alice? You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression.
That was you doing an impression of M?
Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
Yeah. I was thrown off guard. I wasn't expecting a dialogue tree to happen the second I selected Navigate. Yeah, now that I think about it, Mondstadt is pretty far north. I didn't even have to pan up all that much. Well, it's the entrance of Star Sand Shoal. I guess the Baroness Barons is closest. I wonder if they're going to add any more world quests. We still need to find those other proofs of cognoscenti, but they're not in the game currently, according to the wiki. Frog get. The current story seems to be related to past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review the experiences? Sure. About Durin's past. Fairy tale book. Yep. I'll read it for all the people that don't know. After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and Paimon arrived at the wondrous world named Simulanka. There you experienced an adventure with your companions. Eventually, you discovered that world was created based on the fairy tale written by the mage M. You also rescued a little dragon named Durin in that world. Mini Durin made friends with you, promising to aid you at some point in the future, when you should need it. And then this was 5.7, if I remember correctly. The once yearly Windbloom Festival had come around again, and so you and Paimon set out together for Mondstadt once more. But strange things kept happening. First, you found the residents behaving weirdly. Then Albedo was accused of murder. Concerned for your friend, the two of you accepted the invitation to join the investigation. After much investigative work, you uncovered the truth, and the culprit was none other than the dragon that fell onto the snowy mountains. Learning of Albedo's existence, the dragon, a fellow creation of Rhyme-Daughter, grew intensely jealous. It then began plotting in secret to destroy him. Together, you brought the immediate danger to an end, only to see an even greater threat surface. The dragon spine Durin was about to revive and bring disaster to Mondstadt. Fortunately, Albedo was prepared with a plan, and your friend from the fairy tale world also arrived in Mondstadt to assist. In the end, through combined efforts of you and Albedo, Durin, the dragon, bearing the same name, was reborn in the Fallen One's place, and the crisis was finally brought to an end. That's a brief summary of what was effectively 4.8 and 5.7. Man, I can't believe those events were almost a year apart. It gave me that warning when we were getting this close to it. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, it's Durin!
That's a lot of red flame.
Hmm? Traveler in Paimon? Ah, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
I still can't get used to this voice. Because it's just so different from the little babby dragon.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
Oh, I didn't even see you strike anything.
It's all good. We've had worse.
Is the abyssal power inside you acting up?
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time.
Maybe it's a ley line disturbance. That's my go-to.
Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
Alice asked us to help with something.
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you.
She still calls him Mini Durin.
I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
So, by the way, where's her voice coming from? She normally speaks to us through an object or through a Dodoko. This is the first time she's straight up the voice of God.
My mom.
You mean M?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir.
I forgot that her first name was
This would be
Anya.
right up your alley.
I just know that she goes by M because she couldn't go by A because Alice goes by A.
Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
You're already narrating. I wonder what's so special about this quest that makes me have to do it over the period of 5 days. The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths. Oh, that's what she just said earlier. Where are we?
Whoa!
I don't know. We're in the book, I guess.
It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds
Oh no,
were
she's
built
talking
using
through the
same
lamp
magic,
again.
After all.
Or no, she's here. There's a star in my tea.
Is Alice?
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Man, I wonder if we are going to get a Simulanka 2.0. That's probably going to be the summer event this year.
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me. But you are right about one thing.
What about Scarlet?
Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
Okay.
What's this?
It's the book that we're inside of right now, isn't it?
This is your mother's dying wish.
Well, that's a little grim.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
Not finishing something?
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
Oh, there's that book getting brought up again. It got brought up earlier when we were doing the Witch's Homework quest. Or I guess the quest that unlocked the Witch's Homework quests. I have, but I'm not sure who wrote it.
That's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story.
Interesting. It's an et al.
I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up.
But then she died.
But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
I guess I was pretty close.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed
Oh,
the
that's
only
freaky with
person
the
who
chair.
could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
The hat is weird.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
Do you think that whole thing is made out of a cloth-like material, or do you think it's made out of, like, metal? I'm trying to figure out how heavy is that thing that she is not wearing on her head.
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
The magic tricks.
Oh,
Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs. It's hardly the first time you've strung us along like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Relax. Why else do you
Stop
think your
moving the
dear
camera.
aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers?
She's winking at us and moving the camera again.
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Oh no, she's stroking our ego now. Well, I'm happy to help.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh,
Snacks sound
the
good.
actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
We're gonna get sucked into the book, aren't we?
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
M left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the
Wait,
hints,
each chapter
and
is
you'll find them.
unfinished?
Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
What is that? She's pointing at the UI.
And this is...
They're looking up at it.
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink M left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
How very magical.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
Don't look at me.
So we need to search for
Don't look at the
memories
camera.
and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
It's all so convoluted.
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling.
People say Amphorius
M
was
was
convoluted
ever
in Star
so
Rail.
creative when it came to things like that.
Everything that comes out of Alice's mouth gives me a headache.
Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
And we're here to help.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
I just noticed there's a teacup up above us that's pouring out stars.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you?
Yeah, most of the time you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
Probably because she'll be able to sense her magic being depleted.
All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
See, look, there's that teapot pouring out stars. Well, we're in a book, and we're going in a book. Was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born. I'm loving the loading screens where it's not just a black image.
Oh, here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book. It's reading Rainbow.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
The book opened.
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past.
Corner of Repose.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold.
So this is Anya's story. This is her life story, her memories.
Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
So we gotta find out where Anya wrote the story.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously, it's the Mondstadt Library. No! It is not obviously the Mondstadt Library. I'm gonna read through that again. Corner of Repose for countless tales. I guess, okay, library makes sense. Watched over by the honor of knights. Yeah, and that makes the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities. And epic. Okay.
Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling
I was
that's
just
where we would be
there.
headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
I just noticed that we're actually not in the book. We're back where we entered the book from. This is Star Sand Shoal. I feel dumb and blind.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
Oh, I just remembered. Apparently we're gonna get a skin from doing this. So Act 1 has started. I wonder how long is each individual act going to be, though? Mother's Last Wish. Go to the Mondstadt Library.
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
What do you mean it's been a while? We were here like 3 hours ago when I was doing Witch's homework stuff. Let me see, of course. We've been live for 2 hours. So, not even that long ago, like maybe an hour and a half ago. Feels like we were here just yesterday.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Pen and paper. Inspiration.
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Where's Lisa when you need her?
Making a racket in a library? You
Hey!
should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Oh, this is the first interaction I've actually seen between Durin and Lisa.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
He's such a baddie.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should
Yeah,
be a
I was
walk
gonna
in the
say,
park.
she's the one that's teaching Razor. And are you handling that? Because I don't know if he's been progressing much. But then again, if you study like there's a historical study on the wild child, and once you get ingrained in a certain way, it's really hard to teach out of it, if not impossible. Especially if you miss those spongy years of growth.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
Maybe?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
A witch's tome. Lisa is a witch. Maybe she can give us some help.
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
Really? Are the tables that old?
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog.
Really?
Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
This place is haunted.
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things.
Which night was it?
Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
It's very possible.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be...
Alright. Thanks for the help, Lisa. Oh, the official dictionary. That's what was over here. Jumpy Dumpty Treasure Trove.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Jumpty Dumpty Treasure Trove. Search for books not listed in the library catalog. Verses.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Second strongest spell in existence.
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
These are all Alice's books, aren't they?
Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one. Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's, after all.
Experiment log number blank.
An experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Yeah, anything with an erased title is suspect. Okay, anything downstairs? I guess we found them all.
Did you manage to find them?
Second strongest spell in existence.
Truly extraordinary. And certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
Wait, this is actually on the list?
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried.
What about Klee, though?
The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
She destroyed a mountain range with that thing, so what could the second strongest spell in existence do? Extinction Ray?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well,
How
did you
early
manage
is
to
too
find
early? Jumpty Dumpty treasure trove?
Well, it definitely shouldn't be here. But I'd highly doubt it's one of the books you're looking for.
Why is
Because
that?
this is something Klee wrote. It's a compilation of all the best fish blasting spots around Mondstadt, as well as the most convenient places to stash her new Jumpy Dumpties. Of course, there's no way she'd get away with keeping a book like that in her bag. And she'd be in big trouble if Jean were to find out. Not only would the book itself be confiscated, but she'd be looking at a whole day in solitary confinement at the very least.
Hide a tree in the forest, I guess.
Somehow, she figured out that the best place to hide it was right here. No place like a forest for hiding trees, huh?
Me and Lisa sharing a
Now,
brain cell.
Every time it gets confiscated, she just writes a new one and sneaks it back in.
Guess it's a restricted book in its own way.
Yes. So thanks for helping me find it. I'll finally be able to hand it over to Jean. Well, did you manage to find them?
We grabbed the Boar Princess.
Well, this book has quite an obvious connection with that mage, considering she was the one who wrote it. But as one of the library's classics, its presence here is hardly unusual. It really is a must-read, so if you haven't read it yet, that's your homework, cutie.
Oh no, it's a witch that said homework. We have to do that.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Experiment log blank.
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Or what's left of it.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
Okay.
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
And blank verses.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Oh no. Is this the porn that Noelle read in her hangout?
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes?
Oh, this is definitely what we're looking for then.
500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
That doesn't explain how this is a restricted book.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling?
So it's restricted because people have no sense of, imagination?
Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
Interesting.
Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
We already know it exists because Noelle got permission to take books from there during her hangout mission. And it just ended up reading a bunch of adult novels.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Never change, Lisa.
Alright, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Get to reading, I guess?
Wait, look!
We'll take a look at floating books. It's reading Rainbow. Oh, we're too close to the official dictionary. Okay. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of the story lie. Birth, Act 1.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil
This is the
dragon,
Dodoko for...
and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf.
It's a Dodoko of Anya
For
Anders'
she
daughter.
knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was
I can't
that
move the
of
text
an
along,
innocent
so I
child.
actually have to pay attention, because it'll go off
Right
on
up
its own.
to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended.
Get my
No,
cheese balls.
that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend.
Just like Al said.
With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own.
You can just do
Yet
that?
long in thought, she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
What should be used to adorn the... Oh no, we're gonna use the ink. A trace of palatial splendor, I guess?
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Oh, now I can advance the text at my own pace. And this was birth.
Oh, we're actually
Oh, wow.
inside the story.
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like the story about Durin.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
So I feel like if this chapter is called Birth, it's going to end when that egg hatches.
Okay.
So that
And
must be
now a
Anya.
golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sounds like the story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
Because it's that voice that Alice was trying to do an impression of.
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
Let's go hatch an egg.
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Was going to do that anyway.
Oh, is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh wow, they actually let me
Stay back!
play as Durin during this. Observe.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
Oh my god, they're actually not dumb.
My mother had a hat just like this.
Then, the witch must be Em. Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
You guys are only just now figuring this out?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
One of my favorite movies of all time is a Will Ferrell movie called Stranger Than Fiction. It's a movie where Will Ferrell is a boring IRS auditor whose life is turned upside down when suddenly he starts hearing the narrator of his life. A pile of books.
Look at all these books. the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here. Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh.
So if I picked the Whispern Air instead of the Palatial Concourse, would this room be different? Okay, it's just those books. Alright, observe the egg.
This must be the dragon
Egg.
egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now.
So what does an egg look like when it's not going to hatch any moment?
So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure looks like it.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Light a fire.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
No, it dawned on me. Unfortunately, the protagonists you have selected for this story are dumb as rocks.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
How do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
I got a blanket.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
No, just hold a flame near it.
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Want to give it a try, Durin?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Just don't break the egg. I don't want to know what happens to you in the present if you do. Magic can be weird. After Durin releases his elemental skill, Binary Form, Convergence and Division, both his elemental skill and normal attack will be converted into special forms. Casting special elemental skill Transmutation, Confirmation, and Purity will turn his next elemental burst into Principle of Purity as the light shifts, manifesting the power to form Dragon White Flame. Casting the special normal attack, Transmutation of Denial of Darkness, will turn his next elemental burst into Principle of Darkness as the stars smolder, manifesting his power to form the Dragon of Dark Decay.
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime.
Talk to Durin is the next objective.
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell.
So how does it turn into a toy monster? Because that's what happened in the Simolanka event.
No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon.
Let's just throw as much shade on Rhine-Daughter as we can.
But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved. And you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for for bringing me into this world.
Man, maybe we should have saved this mission to do it on Mother's Day or something.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side.
Look at us.
Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life.
It's Dodoko Paimon, Dodoko Durin, and Dodoko
Holding
Traveler.
her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
That's the end of Act 1. There a witch once spent a sleepless night, all to bring forth a story yet untold. Oh, we're back!
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
So it's Durin's story after all. Or at least a window into his past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet?
Well, we're in the present now, Paimon.
Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Maybe there'll be some clues in the following chapters.
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Dodoko, Dodoko. Dodoko, Dodoko.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
She installed a phone in the book. How thoughtful.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
I guess. It makes sense to me.
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So we can go back to that room if we wanted to.
Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
I'm actually kind of tired today, so I did not want to knock this out in one go. But, for those of you watching this on YouTube, if it ends up collectively all 5 acts together being under 4 or 5 hours, I will lump it all together into one video.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back.
We don't even know how much time has passed while we were in there.
So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
I'm actually somewhat okay with the fact that they're pacing this out. It's going to be annoying for people that want to stream it like me, but at the same time, I don't make a lot of money streaming, so it's like, I'll record it offline, I don't care. This is how you train people to not sit and do 7 to 10 hour streams. Guess now is as good a time as any.
Yeah. Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunters.
I wish that Honkai Star Rail actually paced out its story better like Genshin does, where everything was subdivided into acts, so that one story doesn't seamlessly flow into the next. Is good in its own way from a reading perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, you need time and the ability to put the book down.
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Did we take them? I thought they just started floating in the library. Mother's last wish. Interlude, a moment's rest. Wait for the book hints to the next chapter.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
Cool, are you, like, marked on the map? No, you're not. You're not marked on the map. That's annoying. Next chapter unlocks in 1 hour. Oh yeah, it's 11 p.m. Well, on that note, I'm gonna just do my dailies, and then I'm gonna log out for the day. But for those of you watching in the future, we're just gonna cut straight to the next act. But for everyone else, this is good night. So is Paimon gonna notify me right off the bat when I log in? Woo! Paimon's feeling recharged after such a long rest. Paimon?
Squall and Fury.
I think we broke Paimon.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's Ad Astra Abyss.
Oh my god. I finally hit level 58. I raised the world level finally. I guess I'll do that on my own spare time. Haha, clipped into it.
Hey, Durin! Any more clues for us? We're all set for the next chapter.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-born melodies.
Okay.
Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories.
That's kind of vague.
Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song.
The place where wind and tale entwine. That could be a number of places. Like Thousand Wind Temple, the Church of Mondstadt. 3 riddles and melodies.
For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
Yeah, that's a vague ass clue.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies?
Wind, melodies, Mondstadt. Are you thinking of what I'm thinking?
Oh!
Care to elaborate?
Wind, music, poetry. Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
Ah, so you guys didn't know, and you were not just... Because my first thought was to ask Venti. He probably would know. But you were like... The way you were insinuating you already knew what the answer was.
You mean Lord Barbados?
You know? You know too?
Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
I mean, he was kind of also sort of there when you were born. Or turned into a human form.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
Go to the bar. Or he's gonna track us down.
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Ah, right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
He's definitely one of the worst ones. Follow the guidance to find Venti. Let's use this elemental sight mechanic that I don't remember being in the game. Up there he is on the eastern wall.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes. Ah, and the little dragon from the fairy tale world. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Now, did you actually hear us calling out to you? Or were you eavesdropping?
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
Disturb me? Not at all. To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle as you are. Let me take a look.
Oh yeah, Venti's also a Hex and Circle character, right? A Hexarai character.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory.
Looks like running to Tone Deaf Bard was the right call after all.
He just kind of repeated what the riddle was, though.
Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine.
Oh!
But I
That's
replied,
right.
let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song.
So where did this song and melody take place?
So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse. Oh wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake.
I like the lyrics, don't like the melody.
Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside.
He's kind of just describing Mondstadt as a whole at this point.
Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep.
Are we just gonna go where their little meeting room is that's hanging up on that rock that's floating?
No clash, no contest bars the way, just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and the sky?
Correct! Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago.
Riddles definitely seem up her alley.
There must be some kind of special rapport between those who write stories and those who sing them.
The woods, a cliff, and the sky. Oh! So that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next. You should know, after solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot.
Oh my god, I hate when I'm right sometimes.
And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
So I gotta match the tone of the tone-deaf bard. Got it.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh? Great Animal Archon?
Thanks for the help, Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all.
Ooh,
in your experience,
that's a good question.
Why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh! If the last line goes, to be continued.
Okay.
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like 1 second.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not my place to pry any further.
The first half of your answer made sense to me.
All right, then. We should get going.
It's a good thing they added a weekly boss to that spot.
I wonder when their next meeting will be.
That is a good question. I wonder when their next meeting will be. 3 of them met up on Moon Prayer Night, of all places. Yep. I'm so glad that they added a weekly boss here so we can just warp there.
Okay, we're here! Now, we just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance? Huh. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
Wait, Miss Lisa taught you how to play an instrument? I know I gotta do this again. Hang on. That was a long one. Ether's got to be a pretty impressive musician if they can memorize all three things note for note by ear that Venti just played for them one time. And that's 3. For in poetry and song will this story start to blossom. Ooh, are we in Simolanka? The Prophecy.
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so,
This is my bag
with
of
the
chips.
passing of time,
The green screen
3
effect
of
is on
their
it, though.
teacups no longer came to be set.
Sour cream and onion.
The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the story witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth.
Sweet candy. Vibrant balloons. Well, balloons, of course. Can't give a baby candy.
In the end, they settled on the most vibrant balloons they could find. After all, what could be more joyous than the arrival of new life?
Then popping them to make the baby cry.
The witches' gathering turned into a birthday celebration.
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere, new guests appeared at the witches' table. Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday.
Wait. I thought that was Nicole, but is that Rhine-daughter? It's Barbeloth over there.
Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these 3 seemed to have come empty-handed. Hardly the recipe for a warm welcome to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey, what's this all about? We only just found out this was a party.
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
Man, Anya Anders' daughter's kind of a little bit of a passive-aggressive, what's the word for it? Jerk.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Ah, but where are we supposed to get something like that?
Check your inventory.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to have a look around.
No, surely we have something in our inventory.
Why didn't you just say so?
Also, why are we looking up at the sky to find the narrator? I can see you sitting at the table over there.
The witches went on chatting away, ignoring the empty-handed guests.
Yeah. That's Rhine-daughter. Oh, I just realized we're playing as Durin again.
Leave it to me!
I wish you could stay up in the air for that plunge. Oh, there's something here.
Hey, could we use these as gifts, maybe?
At last, the guests found something to give the dragon child.
Guess that's a yes then. Which one should we go for?
Toy sword, the toy slingshot, or the book?
Still, the guests wondered, what kind of gift might the little dragon really want?
Probably the book, because I don't know if the dragon can wield a sword, to be honest. No offense, Durin. At least a baby dragon couldn't.
Should they put a warrior's sword in his hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world? Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure?
No.
Or maybe even a scholar's tome and the chance to take on all the world's unsolved mysteries.
Also all three, maybe.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of pressure all of a sudden.
What do you think, Durin?
Oh yeah. Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you. So, which one would you prefer?
You want me to choose? Wow, this feels kinda special.
The gift of choice, my friend.
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What I wanted to do with my own future. Huh. That's something I've never really thought about.
Interesting.
What did I want back then? Ah. This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulanka, and after everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Drinking pink lemonade for
Then
those that
let
are
me give it
curious.
some thought.
Choose a gift. Scholar's Tome. Tome, the ideal gift for building scholar. Let's go with this one.
In the end, the guests settled on the Scholar's Tome.
So you're the scholarly type, huh?
I just feel like I should learn more about the way the world works.
What makes you say that?
I'll give you an example. Did you know that in Mondstadt, using fire to catch fish is a punishable offense?
I'm guessing Klee took you fish blasting.
I thought she was just teaching me regular hunting techniques. It was only after Master Jean caught me and sent me to solitary confinement that I realized I'd misread the situation.
I gotta remember, he was literally born yesterday. He's like 2. He's like 2 years old.
So much of what's considered common knowledge in your world just wasn't in Simulanka. So I have to learn, or I'll keep causing trouble for everyone else.
Or possibly even younger than that, to be honest.
Paimon's not sure that counts as common
Although,
knowledge.
if you're thinking about it from a meta-contextual setting, since I played The Birth yesterday, he was literally born yesterday. Oh no, we're spending up ink.
Alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
Hello there. Brought a gift this time?
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as a wise and accomplished scholar. Accepting the guest's blessing, the Story Witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table.
Well, there's 4 empty seats, I think.
Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given.
Probably one of the coolest ideas that was introduced all the way back in, 5.7, was this whole Dodoko witch thingy. I think Barbalov was, against it at first, but it doesn't seem like the other witches seem to care as much since they're all being represented by these little dodecos. And it's also probably much easier for the developers to design a little dodeco with a custom hat and tail rather than an entirely new modeled character, especially for one that's not going to be playable.
It was then that the Seer Witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little dragon.
Bad shit about to happen.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly, to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner.
So says who?
His fate has been foretold.
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the Seer Witch's words had never once proven wrong.
Also, the evil dragon's mom is like sitting right over there.
Yet, just as clearly, they recognized the Story Witch's resolve. For there is scarce a force in this world more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the Merry Witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
Oh, is Alice going to be the Merry Witch?
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
Yes, we all will lend a hand. Even though that we know from the Simolanka story, only 3 witches actually participated in this little pet project. No pun intended.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
Oh god. Of course. Yep, that's Rhindaughter's VA. I recognize them from the God's Limits trailer.
I suppose, were we to succeed in this endeavor, we might bring a touch of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The Merry Witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before.
I wonder if the other 3 seats are empty because those witches were dead at this point.
Warm and strong as the sun she was. So much so, in fact, that those who her
actually,
light
that's not
shined
true. We know
down
Nicole's
upon
still alive.
had no choice but to bask in it.
So why is Nicole not at this meeting?
And so the witches readied their gifts. 3 marvels of the cosmos.
Oh, interesting. This is gonna be like the gift of the Magi, literally.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
Now Beta will use that formula to create the human body for him.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
Which is what leads to the creation of Simolanka.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold.
And that's what we're doing right now.
With the witch's blessings given and received.
Ooh, I love that little
the
fish
little dragon's
plush
fate
toy. That
at
looks cute.
last began
Sell me the merch,
to
Hoyo.
turn. In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the Seer Witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate.
Is that what his constellation looks like?
But hearing this, the story witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos. Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in
Fate's a
part to
bitch.
support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot.
Oh.
Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra dash of wisdom might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Interesting. I wonder if they recorded a different line of dialogue for all three of the options. They probably did. I didn't check the other ones. They might have talked me into always picking this one. The witches rated their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos. A grand spell, a twisted fate, and a grand
Looks like
wish.
we've completed this chapter too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Hexen Circle, right?
So it looks like each
They
part of
sure
these
seem
is
to
only
care a
about
lot
30
about you,
minutes.
Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation. Just a bunch of mystery, as usual.
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
Yeah, after what happened in Simulanka, with everyone's blessings.
Ah, the mages must have had a hand in that, too. Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
I think we're adding in details.
Oh,
That's a good question.
it feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether. But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete. At least for now.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right.
Don't worry. Even if we run into trouble, we can always go talk to go ask Alice.
Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just, this is my mother's final wish, so I don't want to mess it up.
I wonder if we're actually altering the past when we're doing this. I don't think we are, but I'm entertaining the possibility.
Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay then. See you in the next chapter.
Wait for the book to reveal hints for the next chapter. Why did we land down here when we were supposed to be... up here? So, for those who don't know, actually, they added this as a feature after the events of 5.7. But, there's a chessboard on this table now. And that's actually how you do the unresolved chess game. So you probably would never come here unless you're just farming weekly bosses to farm weekly bosses. Or if you are, I believe it's Skirk's upgrade materials that you get here. Skirk and Escoffier, I believe. Oh, Liben's back. So, it's past midnight, which means there's less than an hour before we are able to do the next part. So in the meantime, I'm going to just run around doing some miscellaneous stuff, and then we will resume the next part. So editor me can just skip all of this in the middle nonsense.
Quit following me.
You can leave this little bit in for Liben. A friend, we meet once more. Liben, have you been raking in that wealth lately? I'm not exactly rolling in it like you think. Honestly, I might have even lost a few more. I was recently doing business at the Collective of Plenty. Someone took a look at my mushrooms and said, they look rather ordinary, not like those of the mushroom god. What in the world is a mushroom god? As in the new variety of edible mushroom I should know about? But I have to go home for the lantern rite, whether there's money in my pocket or not. So I've been running a shorter trade routes recently, Dorman Port, for example. Ah, Dorman Port. It's not just north of Mondstadt. Have you not been there before, friend? Well, someone was holding me back, telling me we'll explore it later. Looking at you, Paimon. It's a port town built on cargo shipping and flower cultivation. Just looking at it makes you feel at ease. There used to be a famous sanatorium up in the hills there, but it was torn down a few years ago. Speaking of which, it's actually kind of creepy. There's a pretty chilling saying about that sanatorium up in the hills. They say that anyone who visits the sanatorium will remain in the Enchanted Hills forevermore. Because the place was so comfortable that there's no reason to leave? I guess it's not so creepy if you look at it that way. Maybe that saying started because of the fresh air up there, far from all the dust and noise below. Must be nice to live in the hills. There are plenty of beautiful mountains and other scenic spots in Liyue, too. That's very true. But alone in the mountains, you can't help but worry about things like getting food or water at the risk of being dragged off by wild animals, especially since no one's really set up the kind of services needed for a proper retreat yet. Really has to be a proper retreat. Pay to stay, get a nice rest, enjoy the opportunity to be close to nature, and it's the only way one can feel truly comfortable. In any case, I'd better get busy, since staying at sanatoriums cost money. Looks like it's business as usual for us, then. Let's see the box of marbles. Oh, he doesn't really want stuff. Teachings of Moonlight. Those are probably Nodcry upgrade materials. So he was actually talking about Nodcry when we saw him during the Natlan events, which revealed that that Nodcry was the next place. So if he's talking about Dorman Port, then that means we're probably going to get Dorman Port pretty soon. How many standard pools do we have? Surely we have a 10 pool. We do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. Fingers crossed. 46. We could dream. Hey, a Favonius sword. And a sacrificial sword. Do I have a Favonius sword at S5 at rank 5 yet? Oh, daily reset has occurred. Alright. Editor me, it is now 1 a.m. on January 6th. A date that shall live in infamy. It just reset there.
Hey! It's a letter from Durin! He wants to meet us in Mondstadt. Sounds like the book must have given us a clue about the next chapter.
Let's go. Oh good, we don't have to meet him at the witch's meeting place. In the middle of nowhere. They made him meet us at an actual respectable location. Oh, is that Glee?
Some say the god of fate calls the
Oh no, they're
outcome of
playing
every
games.
dice roll before it's even made. And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya!
Genius Invocation TCG!
Your turn. Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertelang, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost, defeat the one who snatched her limited edition card back.
I don't know what deck you're playing, so I don't know if that's a good roll or a bad roll. But I see, Oh wow, he managed to roll exactly one of every element. That is just a bad roll. Full stop.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck or bad.
Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate.
Man, the gang's all here. Was this table always here, by the way?
Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please, allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
Of course. But if you're out playing cards, how come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
That is a good question, Paimon.
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon. Normally, the animals just steer clear of him,
look, there's
but
Fiona.
in the close confines of the Cat's Tail. Let's just say, the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
Durin got scratched.
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
Just remember, Daniel, he's like 2. He's like 2.
What are their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial. Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But
Wait, Diona can
I
talk
only
to
get
cats?
use it after dark.
Tough luck, huh?
Oh, Diona stepped in! You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them 2 peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
I think she heard that, Kaya.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mondstadt?
Kaya does.
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends. So I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though.
I'm sure people in other places don't always have such a drinking culture around them.
But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking. And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
You pronounce it Verteilung. Should we call Sino in?
Exactly! Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card games?
I'm gonna take a screen cap of that and post that in the Discord that I play with card games. Alright, we're back.
Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You'll wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Paimon guarantees it.
You're calling me a master? I would say I'm about average. I have not been playing a lot of Genius Invocation TCG.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Yeah, that last roll wasn't great. But who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This is the 3rd time already.
Seriously? That seems like a statistical improbability.
If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, Succumb to fate's insidious snares?
Wait, wasn't that the name of the chapter we're doing right now?
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay.
Dodoko brings good luck, you say? Luck that might dissuade fate, perhaps?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Oh, we don't get to hear the hint?
Mr. Honorary Knight and Durin, are you heading off in a big adventure? But Master Jean said I can't leave the city today. Promise me you'll tell me all about it when you get back, okay?
We will, Klee. By the way, we've been talking to your mom lately, and she's going a little cray-cray.
Not every day you're back in Mondstadt, huh? Care to grab a drink if you're free?
Is that all you think about? Official, Oz.
So be it. Such are fate's accursed wiles.
Maybe next time. Alright, where are we going? Oh, Storm Terror's lair.
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Storm Terror's lair.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
I hope we get the chance to meet him, because we haven't really talked to him since, like, the beginning of the game.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
No, this Durin is different.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope, nothing wrong at all.
Nope. Let's go!
Ah, yes, the most useless teleport waypoint in the game.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
In the past, we had to jump in.
Right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going.
That's how you get in there? I don't remember that. Enveloped by their shade, the story's bows were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached further skyward. Reached no further skyward. Oh. Oh no, we're in the Toy Dragon Castle again. Possibility bestowed.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars.
Wait, how is she writing this part if it's after she died?
All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends.
And this is how he turns into the blocky monster.
But already, he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Huh. Looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
This castle brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Right, she's not supposed to be part of the story.
Ah, yep. That will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only
what?
Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
What kind of feeling?
Is it a romantic feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but
I
can sense it all the same.
Oh, that is a hatred boiling on the point of revenge. You don't need to worry about that.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I've noticed the same thing. Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Can you stop being so passive-aggressive?
Hey! Instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
Thanks, Paimon.
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no other way.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
We're just gonna fly up.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on, follow me. That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before.
A set of magical building blocks from Simulanka said to change mysterious ways when used with magical telescope. Approach them to pick up these blocks, or you must not carry them far. Pick up a block, hold the splice button, to enter splicing mode. At this time, you can move the toy building blocks, fill in connection points. Okay. After placing the building block at the base, you can observe them through the telescope. You can project blocks farther away to retrieve distant blocks. Giant building blocks from Simulanka, also known as soaring toys, are remarkably bouncy. You can jump from their tops.
It should come in handy. We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
Interesting. Level 100 slimes.
Yeah! Thunder! Gah! Get back! No! The abyss is burning shadow!
We'll just have to check each spot.
I think I understand how Durin plays now.
Leave it to me! The story has only just begun! We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Looks like this telescope is missing some... Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching.
Hey!
Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
Not difficult. It's called yeet.
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin. It's so dark here.
Hey, there's a fire over there. Let's go check it out.
Wait, is that?
That's Citrus?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
That's Nilu's VA.
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in
Oh my
this castle?
god.
Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Is this just everybody from the Similanka event having a little bit of a come together?
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
Of course you are.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
I don't think this is the real them. More like how Durin remembers them.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe?
Oh, Catbox Lady.
Friend! Definitely friend! Miss, Catbox Lady?
So our companions from Similanka are here.
Yeah, Similanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave
Does this mean
creatures
we're gonna run
sought
into
to aid the
Logan
little dragon
or Hat
in
Guy?
lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure I followed all that.
No, you didn't need to.
But
It's
you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me.
Now all the torches down here are lit. We used up ink. I think we could have made it without that second one, though, to be honest. Oh no, we're using more ink.
Come on, Durin. Or, little story dragon. Just calm down.
Stay back. I don't want to hurt you.
Now there's a voice I'm more familiar with.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Don't worry. We can help you.
Don't come any closer.
Where's Hat Guy?
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
I like this character better than Nilu.
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one.
Nilu was such a
We're
better...
not afraid of you.
Honestly, the Simolanka functioned better as a character story for Nilu than it did than her own character story did. And Navia showing up with a mustache is probably gonna live in my memory forever.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
Oh god, I'm just a cat in a box. Just a cat in a box. Schrodinger's Carrara.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so...
Yeah, I
you
don't
just
know
have
if
to
they
ask
should be
yourself
offended or
one
not, if
question.
this is how Durin remembers them,
Do you
though.
accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps
I mean, most of my friends
echoed
call me
from the
Goldbeard. They
tower's
remember me
shadows.
as the guy with long hair and a
Still,
beard, so
the
I'm
one
not
who
exactly at a
made
place to
them
talk.
refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
There she is.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Paimon, keep up. You should have known this already.
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell.
Ooh, the one that Klee's not supposed to know.
With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings.
Okay, now I'm really concerned about Klee getting a hold of that book.
But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then
My
yes,
eyes must be playing tricks on me. I
would
thought I
love to
saw
have
the
your
Shadow's
blessings.
mouth move. Of course, just like last time.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a served when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
He's kind of a jerk.
Another trial. Ha, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Are we done with the book?
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little
I
dragon's
can't get over the
story.
cat in the box. It's a cat in a box.
Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials.
Also, we have Dodoko Paimon. Dodoko Paimon
To
is
help
cute.
him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last,
We
their
still have
wish
2 more
was
chapters of
granted.
this book to do.
Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
That's a little ominous. Not gonna lie. Having fun so far. We're now 3 days into this storyline, though.
So, Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
There's still 2 more to go, though.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it! Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's even some ink to spare.
Time to return the book, huh?
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a
I
little
don't know.
sad
That
to see
last
that.
line sounded like it was ominous and alluding to more. I think there's an epilogue to this story.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin.
No.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt.
We should go visit Navia, Nilu, and Kirara.
Yeah.
Cat in boots. Cat in box.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang.
Also, I could have sworn those were supposed to be llamas, not giraffes.
Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
Or like alpacas.
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Well, I'm sure you will, and I'm sure it'll be very eventful. By which I mean it'll take place in an event. Unless they decide to give Duvall in a human form and make him playable at some point down the line.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
Because there aren't really any rules to them at all.
See? He wants to be friends with you, too.
Oh shit! I haven't seen you in a long time!
But the moment hasn't come. At least, not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
I haven't seen Duvall in years! Return to Mondstadt with Durin. Oh, Klee and Kai are still here.
Whew. Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
That's the plan.
Absolutely not. No booze allowed. Mr. Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all
I
about
didn't see
your
her there.
adventure.
Oh.
We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat.
Oh, I think I see where the story's going from here. People are actually looking at him because they're hearing the name Durin, and that has some bad memories for some people.
Excuse me, did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
I just happen to have the same name.
Come on, Miss. This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kind
Of course, Klee does. Why are we asking Klee for an explanation?
super cool.
Why are you asking Klee? Ask me, the person standing next to them.
Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
We haven't seen Marjorie. We haven't talked to Marjorie in a long time either.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
A lot of people are he's getting stares.
Why is everyone...
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
He has the same name. Nothing more, nothing less.
Wait, but those horns on his head... Surely he's not a...
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
Oh.
Oh, that can't be.
Well, Kaya remembers. Klee remembers. Oh, there's some funky stuff happening here.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
Oh no, we're still in the story.
Watch out!
Stay calm. It's a good thing we were standing here, right?
No one got hurt. Did they?
Durin! Durin!
That's not good. You asked Barbara to tend to Durin and settled the guest room. Barbara's here. Oh, Jean's here now, too.
I just had Barbara check
And
him
Lisa.
over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
I don't know.
Seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
That is, I'm gonna say Ermin soul tampering.
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Maybe we should have asked Albedo. Why isn't Albedo
completely
here?
agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Well, at least we know where we're going next.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible.
It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside and take another look.
It's an idea. Wait for Durin to wake up.
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
Klee was really looking forward to hanging out with Durin. We'd better not tell her what's happened to him just yet.
I'll have the Knights notify you as soon as he wakes up.
Alright, and that'll be about a day later, I guess. In the meantime... I'm gonna go do other stuff. Editor me can just cut it out and splice it into the next clip. Hey, letter from Jean. Looks like Durin's woken up. My month's bugged out again. Anyway, it is now about, what's it called? 10 p.m. on January 7th. We're now entering day 4 of Durin Quest. So we gotta be getting close to the end. Which means I'm still gonna have to log in tomorrow night. And probably finish it then. I got work early in the morning, so I'm not gonna be able to just wait until the hour passes of 4 hours, since I'm gonna go to bed in about an hour and a half.
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Durin's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Don't worry about us.
She sounds more tired than I do.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't.
People would have gotten hurt, but I think it would all turned out fine. Don't worry about that for now.
I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people seem to have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
What do you mean? We were there, Paimon.
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body.
That's real strange.
Power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too.
Well, that explains it. Oh, that's an evil look right there.
It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean there's something wrong with it?
Also, Jean's still over there, watching us menacingly.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? Guess that's what we need to figure out.
I think it's got something to do with the book.
That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact.
Oh, here she is now, isn't she?
Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world.
So, Sumeru?
High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
Or it's the big tree in Windrise.
Huh? Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
You would think that, but she wasn't alive to write that part.
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete?
Looks like we gotta go inside the book.
Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves.
We still have ink left over, too.
But first, we gotta figure out where this riddle wants us to go.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka.
The Academia in Sumeru.
They had great coffee there, too. And so many books you'd never run out of things to read.
Sumeru City.
Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those, too. And it's absolutely huge. What do you say?
And Lisa
Should we
said
try
that
looking
the
there?
library here is the largest on the northern continent. But Sumeru is just as far north as we are.
Huh. That does kind of make sense.
I still can't get over that line that Lisa said.
had a
It's so
better
weird.
idea.
It's worth a shot, at least.
Alright, let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, we can't know for sure how dangerous Durin might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Everyone in Mondstadt's so nice.
Worried? About me?
I would be worried about you, for sure.
Come with me. I want to show you something.
Ooh, what does Jean want to show us?
As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
Was it Fischl, Kaya, and Klee?
You all came to see me?
Oh, I was close. It was Lisa, Kaya, and Klee.
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist waiting to be resolved.
Lisa is actually probably one of the smartest people in this game. We should take everything she says with as little salt as possible. Also, she's a witch.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
Alrighty. Is anyone else hanging around? No? Okay. Well, let's see. Where in Sumeru do we go? Oh, Mondstadt is further north than Sumeru. I guess Lisa wasn't lying.
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon was expecting this to be easy. But this... yeah... this is something else.
Where do we even begin?
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic.
Let's just take a look around.
Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on.
Maybe we should ask around if there's anything here related to Anya Andrew's daughter. Wait, Wanderer's here. Logan!
Sorry.
He's talking to Karyun. That was Nefer's only friend here.
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never checked out in the first place.
That seems like a weird stipulation to have.
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large amounts of content. So you should swap it for mine instead.
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library is a serious business, and we have protocols in place for this kind of thing. I can't just replace an important volume in our collection based on nothing more than your word.
Hey, look what the Wandering Tom dragged in.
With the Wandering Tom. Wow. Is anybody in this generation gonna get that reference? It's like an old turn of phrase that refers to the Wandering Tomcat.
Oh, it's you.
Sounds like he was gonna say you too, but it got cut off. Oh, what a surprise. I had a sneaking suspicion we'd see you here. No, I didn't. I hoped we would. I didn't think we would.
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural place for me to be?
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Notcry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru, that's all.
There were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to their original condition. And now, I'm here to return them. And considering what I'm planning to do next, it feels like a weight off my shoulders. What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
You would know what a kicked puppy looks like.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you haven't forgotten about me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, actually, that's a sore subject with him. Maybe we shouldn't talk about forgetting people.
So it's been getting worse.
Sounds like you know something we don't.
After he left Simulanka, he spent some time traveling Sumeru with me. I was working on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Simulanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear.
Oh, so this is something you've known about for a while.
Which means, all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
Interesting. He's not making an impact on the world.
How did you even discover that?
That is a good question.
If I remember correctly, Hat Guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means.
Irminsul.
His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence.
Ooh, that's actually kind of similar to what happened to Columbina.
It started with a few written records, but now, it sounds like it's spread to people who never met him, or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too.
He's right in front of you. I named him Logan. After Big Hat Logan from Dark Souls.
So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
There are more important questions right now. Like figuring out how to fix this.
Yeah, we've been trying for a while now. We just haven't gotten to the bottom of it yet.
That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book behind for a reason. If you want answers, isn't that the place to find them?
Yeah, that's pretty much all we got.
You think that didn't occur to us already? Problem is, we need to find the memory that unlocks the next chapter first.
Mind if I take a look?
If you're offering to help.
I just want to know what secrets this book is hiding. Besides, I've run into a bit of red tape, so I've got time.
Of course. Be my guest.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you? All along?
Makes sense. He was the hero of the story. Go to that place, for it was that sapling felt its first breath of wind. Because he's Animo. I get it now. Revelation bestowed by the Seer Witch.
The little dragon became companions with a stray
It's the cat.
with dark blue fur. It was a friendship born of all they had in common.
The dark blue
He
fur.
left his castle at the stray's invitation, setting out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
Interesting, 'cause that clarifies what's going on.
So, this is the world where this chapter takes place? Looks like we're at the top of some kind of gigantic tree.
The story just now
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived in Tevat. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories from that period were.
Hold on. Anyone want to explain how I ended up looking like this?
Oh, that's how he remembers you, I guess.
Maybe you've become a character in the story too.
The way you appear here is basically how Durin sees you. I'm not gonna open my mouth and say that. But, this is very similar to how you looked in Nahida's little story of your life.
You see me as a stray cat?
The stray cat in the story, Logan.
A wandering Tom, to be exact.
That was what you called him.
Count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
I don't know. Cat in a Box was pretty memorable to me.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is more vivid than the others.
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
I mean, in the pictures of the story, we look like Dodicos.
Guess that means the impression the Traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
No, that's a cop-out. We should look like Dodicos.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today's adventure?
Excuse me?
It's the storybook, Durin.
Oh. So you're not playing yourself in this one?
No, we never have been.
Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
This is Alice's magic we're talking about here. She's the only one who can make sense of it.
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Whatever. Just follow me. Same as always.
Okie dokie. Can we chat along the way?
No, I don't like talking.
If you have something to say, just say it.
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first got here?
I would say that sounds accurate to me.
Yep.
Just a yep.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves out of here?
Usually, the narrator gives hints to help us figure out what to do. Speaking of which, about time we got some of those, don't you think?
The stories
There we go.
had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced, homeless among its leaves. He had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him from its memory altogether.
So we gotta find a home.
To leave this place? But where am I supposed to go?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into different directions, twisting and turning before disappearing into the mist.
Got it, we're going into the mist.
But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead.
Oh, the Seer Witch.
Perhaps she might know where each path might take him.
Barbeloth! Seek answers from the prophetess.
Oh, you must be the little lost dragon.
It's true. My friends and I are lost.
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the Seer Witch, here to present her promised gift.
The Seer Witch? Oh yeah! That's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Barbaleth Trespagistus.
Insolent child. I am the Seer Witch, your prophetess, not some old hag.
Sorry.
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised. A prophecy.
A prophecy?
A prophecy.
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One
Look how
day,
bouncy the Dodicos
the
are.
dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
Wait, what?
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
Path shown by the wind. Could that be referring to what happened back in Mondstadt?
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
Oh, wise witch of prophecy. Could we trouble you with another question?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament above.
Man, I can't tell if that's Barbaloth or Anya being a jerk here.
Just when we actually needed her.
The seer witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But, if all we need to do is leave this place, which path should we take?
Any ideas?
Why don't we take a look around?
Sure. I got no better plan.
As enigmatic as she...
Okay. Camera panned over here, so I guess it wants us to go over here. Oh. Go to where the wind blows, -2 ink. Pass through the thorny bushes. Return to the castle. Ooh, this doesn't cost ink. Oh, that's where we came from, though, so... I mean, this is where it told us to go. And we want to save ink, so we're going this way.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved
to follow it.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we planned. Out of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
He helps stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, makes a whole bunch of friends, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't forget, Hat Guy.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. You'd still end up being forgotten.
Ooh, so we do have to go down the thorny path.
Huh.
I like the way you think. Maybe future chapters hold the answers.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it.
Thorny path is...
Huh. Looks like there's another path over here.
the secrets he sought led the stray to discover another path forward, though it was overgrown with bristling thorns.
It's making us forcibly slow walk.
Seemed to lead away from this place, but each time he tried to follow it, the branches of the tail sent him back to the start.
Huh. So the author managed to work this book into the story too. I'll hand it to her. This book is fascinating.
What's going on here?
What's so important about this? What do you know that we don't?
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. In which case, the only hope of a cure would be to cut our ties for good.
What makes you think that?
Once upon a time, the stray tore apart his own story and was forgotten by the world beyond the castle. He believed the story had cursed him, and that his misfortune had rubbed off upon the little dragon.
Interesting.
The story's curse.
So he thought the fact that he was forgotten affected Durin too.
It was just a suspicion before. But now I think it's something we have to try.
Wait, what do you mean? Try what?
One of the story's branches is a path I can't take. If you follow it out of here, I won't be part of your story anymore. Considering what the strange magic in this book is capable of, making that choice could cut our connection once and for all.
Not this again.
As long as there's a chance it might work, it's worth a try. He's not like me. He deserves for the world to remember him.
What do you think, Durin?
Well, maybe Hat Guy has his reasons for thinking that way, but that's not the kind of decision I can make so easily.
Walk the path where the stray cat cannot go.
It's what my stray cat buddy thinks is best anyway.
Hat Guy.
It's worth a shot. Just don't let this world forget who you are.
Prophecy is destined to come true.
The little dragon left along the path his companion could not take. And from that point forth, the stray was no longer part of his story. Yet his memories of the stray were an indispensable part of his tale. With the stray gone, the story lost the very spark that had first set it in motion. In the end, the little dragon's story faded into nothing.
Oh wow, is this a bad ending?
And in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Who am I?
Is this me?
Oh no, the toy! We're toyification!
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
So the story ended.
Oh no! But Durin! Ugh! Way to go, Hat Guy!
Oh, Alice!
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Alice?
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him.
This feels like something you should have told us from the beginning.
Because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
You're warning us after it already
Let
happened?
me guess. You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier?
Yes!
Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through.
Of course you did.
I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages.
Because we're
If
witnesses.
you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
Do we get the ink back? Talk about a plot twist.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
The second most powerful spell in existence. That's what we get for ignoring the Seer Witch.
Ugh! That last ending was awful. No way we're picking that path again.
What are you even talking about? Hurry up and pick a path so we can get out of here.
Let's pick one together.
Sounds like the others aren't aware of what just happened. But Paimon's not sure how we'd even explain it. Guess all we can do is warn them if they're about to choose wrong again.
I think we didn't get our ink back.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
Okay, now I can move at a normal pace. We're gonna have to watch this scene again?
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we planned.
Okay, we heard this already.
Of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
Paimon, you're repeating yourself.
He helped stop the evil dragon from returning. Who all just...
But...
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward through this because it's all the same. Maybe future trip. You just need to keep the story going.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, we're going this way. The other way is much worse.
I still think you should keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
And now it's spinning
Unable
the
to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him.
Thanks, Barbalath Trespagistus.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Ooh, what's this?
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining Fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling.
Interesting. The magic
It
of
was a magic
storytelling.
of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another. Each person had a story meant for them and them alone. One whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story and the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide.
Says who?
Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
Well, let fan fiction be fan fiction. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a new path.
So, that was the secret?
Huh.
I see.
But...
Soka.
What does that mean?
You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in two separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
I don't know. Hope that there's future chapters in the book we got.
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution.
And he just walks away after saying that.
I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5 of this series ever being checked out.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6. So, this is it?
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You...
Poor Katsun.
What are you up to this time.
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend?
I guess.
It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
I mean, his mom did make the other dragon.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
The hero.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's holding you back.
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
Because he cut himself from Irminsul that one time. He once made the whole world forget him. So he was worried Durin might be affected by what he did.
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it.
Make that definitely. Anyways, we're in this together now.
Just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, he is about as odd as humans get.
Excuse me?
I mean, he technically isn't human.
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, Hat Guy's just that kind of guy.
Sometimes for sure, but he isn't always like that.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth.
That's it. Gotta wait another day.
I'm sticking around for the next few days. So, when it's time to go, you know where to find me.
The House of Dana.
If you feel like stepping back into...
Alright. So, Mike. Alright. It is now roughly 11 p.m. on January 8th, meaning we should finally be able to access and do the 5th and final day of Durin's quest. Editor me, you can take it from here. Letter from the Knights of Favonius. Sounds like Albedo's back, and he's waiting for us at Dragonspine. How nice of him to meet us at a teleport waypoint. This should be the 5th and final one, assuming I haven't lost count.
So this is the other Durin, huh?
Them some bones.
If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure.
That was a weird reading of that line, but okay. Anyway, I didn't realize the skull was that big.
So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
And you just thought... and you just thought you'd be nice all of a sudden.
No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
You got a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet.
That was a bad pause for a yet.
I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You two are a little bit closer than friends. You are like brothers almost.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too.
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things? Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first.
Right, time to exchange intel.
Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
Unless he loses his sense of self again for some reason.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading.
That's not good. And how is that alchemical?
If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
And if that happens...
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat.
I have a feeling Alice's magic, or whatever this magic of storytelling they're talking about, is what we need.
It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along. So now, there's only one thing missing.
The magic, right? The magic of storytelling.
As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
Let's take a look within a book. It's reading Rainbow.
So,
How many times have I said that during this playthrough? I don't even know.
Was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Yes, the power of fan fiction.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book.
He said it. He said it. He said take a look at the book.
The next part of the story most likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls.
Okay, now that's an analogy I don't get.
Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle.
When I think about broken boughs and trees, I think of Irminsul.
But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
What do you see? Fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break. So we're attaching a branch to a tree using clay? I feel like leather straps would be better, but okay.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There, he
Why does
was
Albedo
greeted
get to
by
be
a
Albedo in this?
figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands.
Oh, he's a clay figure. I
Though
get it.
gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And
Get
he was
granddaughter
determined
gold.
to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
You can scribble him in the corner of the page. Oh, that's a big book.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Oh no, what did he turn into?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
The clay figure in the story. Oh no! He's a Constellation Metropole wooden block figure.
The characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
At least you're still human-shaped.
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too.
Cat Guy!
That
Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of that one myself.
In the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I don't know. In the illustrations, we look like Dodocos, so I feel like we're just immune to the magic for some reason.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Let's take a look around. Still can't believe they put Carrara in a box. Oh! Hidden bookshelf. Is that a hidden path?
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Well, don't spoil it for me, narrator.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
Invisible force field?
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
You should have told Paimon before she flew into the invisible wall.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here?
Maybe the author had a flash of inspiration and their mind went blank.
Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
I think we call it writer's block in the business.
Over here. I found something.
Was that there the whole time?
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat.
Oh my god, Durin's still gonna wake up.
And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold.
Right, because we are basically reliving the events of 5.7 now, I guess.
Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter is about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that really was the solution, though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten?
His fate's a bitch.
There has to be some other reason.
There's still places we can check. We have time.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
Destroy the
Unless
heart.
the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
I'm confused with the heart. We only have 4 ink left.
The evil dragon's heart continued to beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept it as his own.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone ready?
Pretty much. We're ready.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat.
Yep, that was pretty much what was going on
And
behind the scenes in
clay
5.7.
alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw.
Do we really have to have this line spouted to us a second time?
Could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
Now what?
Finally, a happy ending. That must be the last step, right?
Paimon, your light, it's blinding. But then why are we still here? We still should have one ink left.
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
Yes, he goes off to a far-off land, where the Merry Witch sends him to go live in a to go rewrite a storybook.
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
I think that might be the thumbnail right there.
Wow. You're all so serious all of a sudden.
Oh, that's not good. You okay, buddy? I think the game crashed because I can't actually move the dialogue forward. Oh, nope, there it goes.
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered.
The abyss.
Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it. What choice does he have?
Time is running.
Oh, that's not good.
So, will the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or will he simply give in?
Can you come in? You're out of focus.
What's up with the narrator?
I think the magic's running out. Oh, that's a timer. That's a minute.
Would he dare to hold this power back?
Hold back. We don't have 4 ink.
Give in.
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Uh-oh.
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Oh, Alice is here.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Flip back. So that's an ending. Return to the castle. No, screw that.
Ahead of them was a storyless void.
Can't go back that way.
No further.
Guess we need to turn to our other options.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
I mean, return to the castle, I guess?
Returning to the castle.
Seems like you're torn about something.
I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
Maybe I should just let the timer run out and see what happens if the timer runs out.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
The story will eventually reach its conclusion.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve.
That sounds like a nice life.
As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
That's depressing.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
We've reached an ending.
But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Okay, Alice, send me back.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Okay, we're gonna let the clock run out this time. We're not gonna give in. Make a decision quickly.
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
Yeah, we're not gonna give in.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
This looks like ink, to be honest. Alright. That's the castle. We're not giving in.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he?
Prophecy is destined to come true. Ooh, letting the time run out did something.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul.
Well, that's real bad.
The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this...
Oh,
me?
this is the same ending that we got from that other route.
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fade.
Oh no! But what do we do?
I guess I figured give in would just do the same thing.
You've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
What if we flip back even further?
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting Durin just suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
Oh wow, something happened. I guess watching 3 different endings triggers this.
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier?
I think, yeah, by exploring that one path, we wasted, like, one of it. But I think we would only have one more than we have currently if we didn't waste that.
How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
It's possible. It's just not time for the story to end.
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis.
Shoot, you're the scientist here.
Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate.
That being?
As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track.
Which means he's gonna go fight Dvalin and then die?
But Durin's story, on the other hand,
needs an author. And you're writing it.
As Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words,
I keep forgetting that I don't have mouse click enabled.
Because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed.
Oh, so you can write new dialogue.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him, or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose?
None of the above. If the story ends now, Durin will just vanish.
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
Go to the blank pages?
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
Yep. Like, why there if no can go?
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works.
We should have read that book. That was the second most powerful spell in all existence. Do not show Klee.
If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky?
Too risky? How? Any more risky than anything else we've done at this point?
I'm not afraid.
Then go for it. We'll be with you all the way.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
Or actually, we won't be with you all the way. Paimon tried to go that way and hit an invisible wall.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Devious evil cat grin. Break through the boundary.
The thing that invisible. It was as if the little dragon was staring the uncrossable edge of existence itself. And all of a sudden,
it's cracking.
began to fracture as if struck by some transcendent will. And all of a sudden, it began.
Oh, it's cracking more. We broke it.
Gotta keep going.
Oh, that's not good. Why did it freeze?
Ahead lies only a storyless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
That's not good. Don't do that.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Use the ink.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I truly alive?
Are any of us? I can't prove that I exist.
Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
That's not good.
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
I'm surprised that Hat Guy ended up being such a good friend. It won't let me run.
Run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Oh, I can run.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you want.
Go. Make your wish come true, Durin.
Oh my god, we're voiced.
My wish?
Oh, that's helpful. I can see stuff in here now.
Your story's not over yet.
I can't jump. I also can't sprint. We're just moving at a normal pace. Your story's not over yet. Oh, is this... We're in Simulanka? Oh no, we're back at the meeting place.
Huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
And you won't live forever.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Curse you, time and mortality.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
So how long is Alice gonna live, I wonder?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rheindotter once told
Oh,
me,
everybody
the
left.
laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they are.
Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human.
Yeah, like, I mean, all the Conrians got cursed with immortality, so I don't really know how on-brand death is for death in this world.
This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help.
Alice with the creative solution.
I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
Oh my god, she's gonna create AI with magic.
How much?
She's gonna create ChatGPT with magic.
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
What if we pass it on to another author, though?
Still, it's worth a try.
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future. This is the room in Similanka, I think, where we granted Durin's wish during Similanka.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Similanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon.
She dedicated her whole life to this one cause.
I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate in Teyvat? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after.
Man, if only Logan could hear that.
That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after?
No, because that's what ever after means, and I hate when people make this what happens after ever after conundrum. No, happily ever after means happily continuing ever after where this story ends. That's what it means. It's self-explanatory. After ever after is an oxymoron.
Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
The unfinished story.
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently.
Yeah, some authors actually start by writing the ending and then working on writing everything that gets to that. That's how Oda writes One Piece. The ending has already been written. Everything else is just how we get there. Honestly, it's probably the best way to do writing, in my opinion. Otherwise, you wouldn't be stuck in this problem with writer's block of trying to figure out how to get an ending.
My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Spoken like the author of a gacha game, or a live service game. I want the story to go on forever.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends,
I hope they start selling these
potential
Dodokos as
is
merch.
lost forever. For them,
They look so
the
soft and
story
plushy.
itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
Now there's an idea.
You mean? You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I've found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink.
How did you figure this out?
This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. For what is storytelling but another kind of magic? And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward on his own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character with the power to write their own story.
We are all the writers of our own story in our own way.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya. But there are still risks.
Risks how?
First of all, once he arrives in Teyvat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world.
That's not a risk, that's just how things are.
As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
That is a risk.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
Oh, that's the moment where he was playing cards.
The issue is, this method taps into too many of Teyvat's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that...
That's a risk, I guess.
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
Ah, so he has his own ink.
What the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child. Do you understand what you must do?
Yes, I think I do.
So he heard that whole conversation, right?
It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
She's already long gone. Don't worry about that.
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
That being said, if I had dead parents and then I had a tape recording of them talking to me, I probably wouldn't let that go either.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like.
I should have
With
gotten
all
a
my
bottle
new
of water
friends
before I
waiting,
started recording.
It's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
You know, when I edit this all together as one video, it's probably going to be close to 5 hours.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness. Will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin?
Here I go on the road again. Turn the page. Turn the page so the next chapter can begin. Act 6.
Suddenly and
Fate.
without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
That's it? That's all you're writing? Oh,
Looks
there
like
it is.
This is the final step. A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
Does this mean we have 3 different voice actors for Durin? I actually never bothered to check to see if the current VA is the same one that did the little baby Durin. It's definitely within the vocal range of one person to do all 3, but I never bothered to check.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure.
In Durin. A different outcome of the prophecy. Fate.
Story has only just begun!
I don't remember how this works.
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Friends! Oh, the pen.
Only my story shall endure.
Oh wow, that's half his health in one hit.
Get back! Stay away from me! Observe!
Your story's not over yet.
Oh wow, he died.
Get back!
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
Thanks, Albedo! I used all the health ups.
This time, the light prevails.
Okay, now we just gotta either destroy and or absorb the heart.
Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over.
Be the writer of your own story. It ain't over till it's over.
Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
Is that a new outfit?
I have to admit,
I didn't even notice.
I do feel like something in me has changed.
He gets a new outfit from doing this?
I owe you all so much. Without your help, I don't know if I could have ever made it this far.
Also, I've been shown some images that apparently Travis is going to be getting a new outfit in Luna 4. Which, who knows, by the time I edit and record this, Luna 4 might be out.
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day that you get to put fate in its place.
You'll get yours someday, man. Someday.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Or at least, at the very least, you'll get to punch Dottore in the face.
Allow me to just check one thing.
Assuming he's not immune to Animo, we'll probably be playing as Wanderer in that battle. Unless they give us a full team like they did for the battle against Revere.
Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared.
Now we just gotta make sure we can check and see if other people remember him.
Oh, thank goodness!
We did it. It's too early to say that, guys.
I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being?
The law of storytelling, I'm guessing?
Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? What, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
True.
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy?
Hell no.
Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
Some people never change.
In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate, not the time for academic discussions.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things we witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly.
Anyway, I guess we'll see you in Nod Cry in Luna 4.
Okay, see ya! So, it's party time next? Huh?
Oh, is Alice gonna contact us now? She said she'd contact us once we finish the story. Right on cue.
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you returned that book.
She must have known the moment we finished. Just like she said she would.
Well, it's her magic that controls the book.
I've heard dressing appropriately is a
New outfit
must
on the
for socializing.
Toward the distant horizon, Durin outfit unlocked. It is new outfit. I'm not super familiar with his design enough to know what's actually different on this. He's like a purple overcoat. Return the book to Alice. Let's get outside of Dragon's Spine. I don't want to freeze. Oh! I guess we're returning it here? Well, Perkus game. Oh, she's actually here in person.
Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect.
What magic?
I chose the Traveler as the witness.
Oh,
because of
Venti's
the
over there behind
special
us.
nature of who he is. It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself.
Well, you were the only one who understood what was going on.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Technically, it wasn't taking place in Mondstadt. It was taking place mostly in a book. Granted, Durin turning into a giant explosion of abyssal energy was probably not anticipated.
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. Now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together.
Yeah, how many of this Hexenzirkel are still alive? It's just you, Nicole, and, Barbaleth, right? Is there anybody else still alive?
I'm right here, you know.
Oh, shit.
The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
To the teacup?
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Your fate has not yet been written.
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
So what does it mean? God, either you're a moron. The teacup falls silent. Perhaps the mage's thoughts have already drifted elsewhere.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Would it help us punch Dottore in the face?
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Ooh, what's that? Oh, Venti's whispering something secret.
Not so fast, Tone-Deaf Bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do?
Now I'm curious.
To make the long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Should I be here for this?
Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
The Merry Witch.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like.
Huh.
Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago.
Oh, yeah, it does sound like her.
All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf.
Cutscene? Is it cutscene time? We didn't get a cutscene. Oh, there we go.
My child, these may be the last words I get to
Oh, this is her
leave you.
design. Not what I
I've
expected.
always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them.
Constellation
just like a mother
Metropole.
would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story.
Sad we're never gonna get her as a playable character.
Shall leave
This is
these
Gui Zhang
pages
all over again.
for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not
Oh, is that
alone,
what Venti whispered to
for
him?
this
To meet up with the
world
Valen?
has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill.
I like how her hair kind of looks like scraps of
my
paper, the way it's cut and spread it. She looks like she's made out of sticky notes, and all she turns to the paper, she fades away.
Fills its pages.
Oh, wow.
Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
So how much of this was the note, and how much of this was stuff that happened? I'm not entirely sure. The magic known as storytelling. Ooh, Alice is still standing here.
There you go. Your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed, now would we?
I wouldn't want that.
Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there.
So Venti's still standing over here.
And so they flew together, Durin and Dvalin, over the skies of Mondstadt.
Okay, so that is what he whispered into his ear.
Who'd have thought such words could ever have described a happy ending, huh?
Who indeed? Well, thus ends this long 5-day adventure. And frankly, I have no clue how long it's going to be when I eventually edit it together into one video. Regardless of how long it ends up being, I will edit it into one long video, but at the time of me recording this, I still have other things I need to record ahead of it. Related-wise, I still need to finish recording the leveling up of all of the other, the Hexerai story. I've almost got all of these characters up to where they need to be. And that should be enough. So, until next time, look forward to some other stuff that's going to be on the channel. I still need to upload my reading of Chapter 1170 of One Piece. I still need to edit my pull stream for the Dahlia. And then I need to edit this. So, it's in the pipeline, so it'll probably be up within a week after today. And today being the 8th of January. But until next time, I'll see you when I see you.